like the very latest. Scott?
Hi, Taryn. Yeah, this is a really big deal for London's family who, have basically been hearing radio silence from investigators since London's body was found last Saturday. Now, 48-year-old Charla Pendergrass of Inkster has been charged with lying to a peace officer. The other person of interest has been released for now, but investigators still consider them a person of interest. Take a listen to what London's grandmother had to say.
It's been miserable, heartbroken, not eating, not sleeping. It's just heartbroken. I'll never get my baby back.
No murder charges in the case of 17-year-old London Thomas, who was found dead April 26th. But in connection, 48-year-old Charla Pendergrass has been charged with lying to a peace officer, a felony carrying up to 4 years in prison.
I think she got something to do with it. I want justice for my granddaughter. I want her to go to jail for murder. I want justice for my granddaughter.
Charla Pendergrass is one of 2 suspects police originally had in custody. State police confirm the other suspect, who has not been charged, has been released and is still considered a suspect.
They trying to lie and hide and scheme for each other. I want justice. I want both of them. Life for life. Do some time. 4 years ain't enough.
What we know about Charla Pendergrass, she's connected with a home on Carlisle Street in Inkster, the same street London Thomas was last seen on April 5th when visiting her boyfriend. London's grandma says shortly after London's disappearance, she confronted Charla Pendergrass.
I talked to the lady, and she told me my granddaughter had left. I knew she was lying.
When was that?
When we was looking for London. And she was sitting in the car like she was talking to somebody and didn't want nobody in the house to know what she was saying. And when she said she walked off, I knew she was lying.
Pendergrass's bond was set at $50,000 cash surety. If she does post that bond, she'll have to wear a GPS tether, cannot have any contact with anybody involved in this investigation, witness, victim, anything like that. As to what exactly she lied about to peace officers, they're keeping that pretty close to the vest. Not a lot of detail on that, but we will keep you updated on the very latest. For now, reporting live in Inkster, Scott Walczak, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, people might find this interesting how this case is progressing, but it sounds like police are still gathering evidence so they make sure that they have a really solid case. But still, are we hearing any circumstances around why London Thomas may have been killed, or any sort of a motive possibly at this point?
At this point, it's definitely too early to tell on that, Taryn, but you're right in the sense where we're seeing a lot from investigators. Think about it. At first, it was Inkster Police, DPD, now state police in charge of the investigation, and the FBI are involved. We know for a fact that Charla Pendergrass and this other suspect have been in custody a few different times and released a few different times. So they're really working on this investigation. What does this lying to peace officer charge have to do with anything? Well, it could be a reason as to why this investigation has been hung up a little bit.
Yes, who maybe she was covering for. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks so much.